This is going to be kind of a weird video for me because I love Danny Phantom. I've watched it all the time when I was a kid, but I haven't touched it for like 15 years or something. So obviously I remember the premise, but I remember no specifics about storylines or really much about characters, which is very strange when I know I used to love this. And weirdly enough, I've been wanting to rewatch it, and then people have been like, hey, can you do Danny Phantom out of context? So I thought, yeah, we'll do it out of context, and then I'll just watch it by myself. Or I guess for the channel, if y'all want. But I'm ready to dive into my childhood, and I hope you are too. But before we start, I thought I'd let you know that I have a gaming channel. There's a link in the description below, as well as a link to my Discord, my Instagram, and my Patreon, all of which you should go follow/join. I'm scared. I don't want this to taint the image I have of Danny Phantom. Was he freaking about an actual hornet? Because I know that Danny like catches ghosts and stuff, so is it a hornet ghost? And if so, why is that terrifying? And why does it kind of give miraculous? Not even commenting on the fact that he just slammed his whole ass leg in the locker. And he's like, ow, my leg. Oh God, I better hide in here since I'm being chased by a massive hornet. Oh, I don't want to come to any harm. So I'm gonna slam my leg in the locker. It looks like a golf club. It does look like a golf club.
Boo, I am a ghost. I better get to school. Fear me.
But he is a ghost. Well, half ghost boy, kind of. I don't know if you know the premise of this show.
I was gonna say, what's the premise of this show?
Okay. Well, his name's Danny. His parents are ghost hunters. They made this like machine that was meant to let them see ghosts, but it didn't work, so they gave up. But he went in, and when he was in there, it like, choo, and then it turned him into like a half ghost guy that can see the ghost world and all that sort of stuff. So he like hunts down and fights bad ghosts. But his parents don't know he's a ghost, but they're ghost hunters. So they have all this crazy ghost equipment that he has to avoid. Pretty, you know, run-of-the-mill, normal premise, right?
You're too prepubescent.
Oh my God. Yeah. How else would you reply to that? Like, is that his parents saying that too?
You're too prepubescent.
God, can you just go through puberty already? Look at you, you pathetic little child. Jesus.
Skulker? The ectopuses? I don't understand.
Of course not. You're what, 14?
Bro, he said the thing that like everybody should be saying to every Nick and Disney superhero / spy / crime fighting teenager. It's like, yeah, of course you know nothing. You're 14. Can't we get some people with a bit more life experience to come here and save the world? That'd be pretty dope. Also, I really, really don't like the fact that he said ectopuses. Like, I get it. Like ectoplasm, and I'm assuming they're octopuses, so ectopus, you know? But Nickelodeon, I'm saying pusses.
Is it the bomb? Is it fresh? Is it stupid? With an O-O?
Oh, it's stupid. I'll give you that.
Why does it feel... I mean, look, I can't tell if it's adults writing teen characters trying to seem cool and failing, a character trying to seem cool and is meant to be failing, or it's just a product of its time in using that kind of slang. Stupid with an O-O. Yeah, bro, that outfit is stupid. You look stupid right now. It's a compliment!
I'm not schooled in the ways of the rich, but do all your remotes...
Ways of the rich?
Well, my toaster does, but it's from Denmark.
You don't want...
Your toaster glows green and floats. Also, he's like, do all of your remotes do that? No. Well, my toaster does. Yes, my favorite remote control, the toaster. You just press the buttons to turn on the TV. I want the TV on 4. Why did I say that like it was stupid? That's literally one of the things that a remote does is change the channel.
Remotes do that?
No.
Also, yeah, spooky ass Denmark.
You don't want to do this.
No, you don't want me to do that.
So real. So real. You know, I feel like so many shows would have had the character be like, oh, why don't you want me to do this? She's just like, no, I obviously want to do this. That's why I'm doing it. You're just a scared little bitch. This is what he looks like when he's in ghost form, by the way. And that's why his name's Danny Phantom. But his real name is Danny Fenton, like fentanyl.
Hey, there's no nerd getting shoved inside his locker.
I forget that he kind of sounds like that. Like, what is that? I don't know. Like a Boston, New York accent. He's like, I'm not even going to try to do it. I'll just embarrass myself. But why did he seem, oh, because he's trying to help. I was like, why did he seem to... Hey, there's no nerd getting shoved in his locker. What a ripoff. I wanted to see that. He was trying to help. Trying to save the poor nerd.
Ugh, wow.
Or he looks like a zombie.
Run over by a roller coaster.
What do you mean? She looks fine and normal. Like, completely normal. I mean, in here she doesn't, but that, because for some reason it looks like a fisheye mirror. Run over by a roller coaster is what she said. I look like my brain is splattered all over the floor and I have been crushed to death. Because why? What, can you see anything wrong with her? Because it's a bit messy maybe? And she's courting what is clearly a zombie?
Ugh, wow. I look like I was...
Why do you pull her down like that?
Ugh, wow.
Look at yourself in the mirror, you disgusting piece of trash.
Student, I would have thought of that 5 days ago.
He keeps some things to himself, but it's
He just saved you.
If I weren't a C student, I would have thought of that 5 days.
If I wasn't such a dumbass, maybe I would have thought of that, but I'm not. Wait, hold on. I am. I'm getting confused by my own joke. Am I the dumbass? If I wasn't such a dumbass, I wouldn't be confused by this joke. However, I am a dumbass. Therefore, I am confused. I got there in the end. Thank you.
he keeps some things to himself, but it's not like he's doing anything criminal.
I mean, it's clearly an accident.
Do that again. Get it?
Got it.
Good.
So if they glow green, I forgot about this, I think he's possessed. Because he's usually chill as hell, but now he's like, don't you ever do that again, you hear me? But because he's green, he's maybe the octopus is in him. And I'll never say that sentence again. That's a lie. I'll say it before this video ends, I betcha.
Good. Okay, maybe I was a little rough on Danny.
Come, you abused...
Why did he start monologuing?
Oh,
Hello?
Come, you abused, unwanted wretch. I'll drive you to school.
Well, that's nice? Question mark? You know, I'll take pity on you because everybody hates you. You're an outcast and you have no friends. You disgusting piece of shit. But you're my brother, so I'll support you. Don't worry, I'll take you to school. Oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? Why the toaster smiling? It's doing like the equal 3 face. Good. Sorry, I was just possessed for a second. Get out of here! I am Ghost Matthew. She doesn't even get it. Maybe if she weren't a C student. Sorry, that's a callback to the previous clip. I forgot how weird his parents are, dude. Fair enough, you know. I mean, I was gonna say it looks like they're having the most comfy sleep of all time, and then I realized they're just sleeping on like tiles. So probably, well, there are certain contexts in which sleeping on the tiles with nothing else can be the most comfortable sleep, and it's only when you are tremendously drunk and you'd make your home on the bathroom floor, lying down. You're like, oh, I can't even be bothered to bring a pillow or a blanket. I just want to be next to the toilet. And then you're like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna throw up. I'm fine. But you want to be there. You want to be close enough, so you just lie down where you are on the tiles, you know, tucked away in some corner of the bathroom, and then you wake up 8 hours later being like, wow, maybe I should just always sleep on the tile floor. And then you try to do it the next day and you realize it's the worst thing in the world if you're not drunk. I mean, who's done that? No one's done that. Fists of Fury!
Almost.
So I do kind of forget like what the rules of damage are, because bro just got, well, is it a ghost? Is it a ghost that's possessing a giant robot? Is the ghost the giant robot? Well, he's punching it, so there's physical form. No, but he can punch ghosts because he is a ghost. But then it just swatted him, and presumably he's fine. Wyatt, no kill. Wait, is he immortal? There are so many things about this show I forget, but if he's half ghost, is he half immortal? I don't know why he thought that would do anything.
God, how cute you were back then.
You thought I was cute? Wow, an older woman likes me. Excuse me, can you tell...
That's quite a thing to focus on, and I don't know why that phrasing made me uncomfortable. I have no idea how old she's meant to be, but like, wow, an older woman liked me. How much older, Danny? Is this inappropriate?
Excuse me, can you tell me where I can find Candy? Whoa! Nasty split end.
Wow. I mean, okay, well, I don't know if she's evil or mean or whatever, but he's just like chilling in the ghost world, I'm assuming. And he's like, oh, can you tell me where this goes? He's just asking for directions. Imagine you walk up to someone, and you'd be like, oh, hey, can you just tell me how to get to the shops? I'm just really confused. Can you give me some directions? They turn around and you go, holy shit, You got some gross ass split ends, bitch. Like, I'd be like, okay. Then I'd just give him the wrong directions. But yeah, I know it. It's over that way. Just keep walking. Fuck off.
The next time I see you, better be on a merry-go-round. You
What the f does that mean? Because it means they'll be going. No, I was like, it means that they'll be leaving. You won't have to see them, but then they'll come back because that's what a merry-go-round does. So, are they a horse? Are they a horse ghost? Did I get there?
Cannot defeat a morpho.
I know clowns with scarier names. That's all you do?
Why are me and Danny kind of on the same page at some points? Because I was about to be like, what the f kind of name is that? Who was he even talking about? Says he know clowns was... Oh, why did I... Wow. I am just an idiot this video. He was like, I know clowns with scarier names, and I interpreted that to mean that he's a clown, so his name is not scary, which is just objectively not what he's saying. He's saying your name is so unscary that a clown could have a scarier one. But I'm just like, it's weird. You ever like think, hey man, you know, some things don't need to be explored this much and I can just stop talking. I'm not gonna, because you're not my mum. You might be, actually. My mum does watch my videos, but... Hi, Mum. She's not your mum, as far as I'm aware.
That's all you do? Put people to sleep? You're sure you're not a teacher?
That's a good one, Danny. You burnt them. But also, yeah, I mean, I guess if that is all the ghost does... Yeah, if there is a ghost that would just put people to sleep, I would not be mad at that. I smashed Darkrai in my Pokemon Smash or Pass video specifically because it said that he could put me to sleep, and I want that. So, ghosts, hello, if there are any ghosts that can just put me to sleep, then come make yourself known, be friends, and maybe we'll have a mutually beneficial arrangement where you can make me sleep, and I'll, I don't know. What the f can I offer a ghost? Why do I have nothing to offer a ghost? I will find your loved ones for you and finish your business. That sounds... It sounds weird. Like, you know, like they have unfinished business. You know, I'll help finish their business. But being like, I'm gonna finish your business does sound kind of whack. I'll stick with it. Why is she floating?
Sam? And you call me an airhead?
You know, you really should stop and consider all the vile things I could do to you from up here.
Like what, girl? Why specifically up there? Because he was like, oh, you call me an airhead. Get it? Because she's floating. Ha! But then she's like, you really should stop for a second and think of all the vile things I could do from you up here. She's talking about like pissing on him.
I was gonna say.
Be careful. Don't insult me while I'm floating or I might just piss on you. Me. Yeah, okay, I don't know, that is one thing I've completely forgotten is when and why he turns into a ghost. It might just be random. Maybe he can't control it because he just stuck his face whole ass in that desk.
If you crack the safe at Megamart, you get an extra life.
That extra life will come in handy when Lancer kills you.
Is this a game? Because for a second when he was like, oh yeah, if you crack the safe at Megamart, I'm like, are you guys just planning a heist? I mean, go off, I guess. You know, we can have Danny Phantom the heist movie. Yeah, if I was a half ghost, half man, I feel like it would be very tempting to be a villain. You know, not a major, like, world-ending supervillain, but, like, you know, robbing banks, getting that money, you know, doing weird shit. How would you not? Sounds like I'm saying if I had the power to rob banks, I would, which yeah, I guess I'll stand by. Yeah, fair enough.
That extra life will come in handy when Lancer kills you.
Hey, but how can he die?
He's busy.
Whoa. Okay, so, you know, I know that it's played for laughs, a little thing, but if your father did that, that's like domestic violence, right? Like, it's not any different to just throwing it against a wall. In fact, that's scarier. I would rather have my father throw a phone against a wall in anger than crush it with his bare hands, sending shards of it scattering all over the place. Look at that face. I'm like, I would look at that and be like, well, Jesus Christ, what could you do to my skull?
I'm your boy.
I don't need to know the context for that. No, you're not. You're not my boy. What the hell could he be saying? Like, you're not my boy anymore. And he's like, no, I am. This is me. But he literally just goes, I am your boy. There's a lot of little clips in this video already from me that I know people are going to take out of context, you know? You guys are just going to take me saying, I am your boy. Or like, she's gonna piss on him? That's something I said before, right? What else, man? There's more things I'm gonna say.
Danny Fenton, full-time, fun dude.
Why does he seem high? That's really it. That's not even really how he normally speaks. Also, Danny Fenton, He's like, full-time, cool dude, with the like snacks and shit coming. He's like, yo, Danny Fenton, full-time, cool dude. I'd be like, damn, okay, Shaggy, you've been hitting a fucking blunt in the back of the van again.
Time, fun dude.
Oh, sorry, I said cool dude. He said fun dude. Fun dude. But it's still, you know, Danny Fenton, full-time.
Think about the things I could show you. The doors I could open for you. You, Danny Phantom, and I.
See, you know, this kind of feels like a similar thing I felt with Kim Possible. I love Kim Possible too, but Kim Possible is like a teenager. Danny Fenton is canonically, well, 14, they said, and this dude's like trying to court him to be like his evil sidekick, and he's like, just imagine the things I could do for you, the doors I could open, you and me together, side by side as both, I mean, evil partners. It just gets uncomfortable real quick, and I don't know if it's just me.
Dad, help me get these pants off Jack.
Nope, sorry. That's all you.
Yep, very, 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 very fair. I don't know the relationship of this guy to them, but if I was just there and someone's wife said, help me get the pants off Jack, I'd be like, I mean, unless it's a life or death scenario and it's definitely a two-person job, I'd be like, nope. He just was like, nope, that's all you. Fair enough. Whatever your name is, the person they just said the name of 2 seconds ago.
She was
Who the hell's that?
out here.
Well, who's the other dude? Because that's his mum. I thought for a second that would be his dad, but that just does not look anything like his dad. Well, damn, that person's seen better days.
You do that. And I'll stay here in case any of these girls need mouth to mouth.
Oh, you freaky little creepo. But also, why does the water look green? Oh, this is the ectopus's tank. That's where we put the ectopus in this green ass water. Green ass water. That's what I just said. You got some green ass water. I don't know what to tell you. That just sounds like a problem. He was like, I'm going to stay here. Or I'm going to stick around just in case any girls need mouth to mouth. Gross. Don't be a little skeeve. Be a normal person, okay? Because also, like, mouth to mouth isn't really even kissing. I know it's portrayed that way in a lot of movies and shows, but it's kind of gross, and they're gonna, like, spit in your mouth. Is that what maybe he wants that. If you're successfully mouth to mouth, like, the person is meant to spit up some water, right? So, do you want to, he's like, yeah, can I drink your half-inhaled water, please? Yummy. I mean, he's sitting in this, so clearly he has pretty low standards anyway.
Promise me you'll keep your pants up.
I'll do my best. Hey, Dan.
What a troubling response to that. Did you see what he said? She was like, promise me you'll keep your pants up. And he goes, I'll do my best. I'll try. I don't know how I'm gonna manage to do it. I'll just hold them up. You want me to wear a belt? Oh, ugh. Me. What is with girls being so controlling and wanting me to wear a belt so I don't just flash them my dong? Come on. There's another clip. It's another thing people are going to take out of context. I don't want to wear a belt, all right? Stop trying to make me wear a belt, Mom. I'll try. No promises, but I will try to not have my belt fall down. Also, I want to acknowledge it right here, right now. You know, I had a mad crush on her. Fucking everybody did. The Nickelodeon goth girl pipeline exists. It's real, okay? Don't come at me. There's also the Disney goth girls, you know? Everything from, like, Total Drama Island, Shigo, this bitch, other bitches.
Disney goth girls.
Shigo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The ultimate goth girl. Sorry, name. I think Shigo, my first true love.
Hey, Danny. If you could control a girl for just about 2 minutes.
Finish the sentence. Finish the sentence. Don't leave it in my brain for me to fill in the gaps. You little freako, you little freaky bitch. What, you want Danny to control a girl for 2... Wait, hold on. Hold the phone. He said, if you could control a girl for just about 2 minutes, but that would be Danny possessing the girl. So is he saying he wants to make out with Danny in a girl's body? Because aside from how horrible everything else is, that feels kind of gay, right? Yeah. Come here. I'm not brave enough to make out with you normally, okay? I can't do that. But Danny, can you? Oh, this would work. Can you get in that girl's body and then just come here? Yeah. I don't like that I did that. I'm sorry.
Oh, somebody kill me.
Me all the time. Actually, you know what? I knew there was a reason I related to her. And that's me, especially while doing these out of context videos, but also I guess just in general.
Why would you do that? I'm like 14.
That's, they keep calling it out. They keep acknowledging it. And fair enough, it needs to be acknowledged. She's like, why would you do that? I'm like 14. Yeah, you are. And if people are being weird towards you, that's criminal. No. Is someone wearing a cape to a pool?
No capes.
I kind of, no capes. I kind of with it though. I want like cape swimwear. Sounds dope. Actually, also, no, that sounds like a drowning hazard.
Yeah.
Gets sucked into the pool filter. That's why Edna says no capes.
Wait, actually is why though.
Yeah, literally into the engine.
Finally get to see her in a bathing suit and I can't even enjoy it.
So, everybody is just a freaky little bitch, apparently. Every single character is just got their own shit going on. He's like, I finally get to see her in a bathing suit and I can't enjoy it. You know, Danny, you don't have to say every thought that comes in your head. God, fucking hypocrite central over here. Some things are better left in your brain. You know, we don't need to know how you're just gonna leer at someone in a bathing suit, especially if that person is your friend, and especially if for some reason you can't enjoy it right now, because that makes me think a whole lot of things and things I don't want to think about. Also, was he referring to whoever was in the cape? I don't know, man. Show's weird, but that's fine. I still like it. If anything, actually, this has made me even more excited to go and rewatch Danny Fandom because I don't even know. I don't know. It's straight up it's weird, and that's sometimes exactly what I want in a kid's show. Take Gumball, for example. Would Gumball be as good if it wasn't as f***ed up as it is? No. Some shows need to be like that, and this may well be one of them. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll see you next time.